10 things that work better in Brazil than here in the US, many of them will shock you. Wait, are you already subscribed to the channel? Run there and subscribe now, because legend says that whoever is not subscribed to the channel, will be punished for a month, without being able to eat dessert. Everyone knows that people's customs vary greatly from country to country. This is obviously not a bad thing, it just indicates a divergence of cultures. So much so that it is common for some Brazilian customs to leave us Americans in awe and, in the same way, it is also common for our habits here in the United States to cause estrangement in the Brazilian people. According to New York journalist and YouTuber Seth Kungle, there are many things in life in the United States that do not match the quality of life in Brazil. Can you believe? Honestly, no. Let's go to the top 10. 1. Natural juice. Although here in the United States a lot of fruit is produced, most of the juices found are in cartons or concentrates. When you find a natural juice, made on the spot, the price is exorbitant. In Brazil, on the other hand, natural juice is common in restaurants, bakeries, snack bars and best of all, it's cheap. 1 point for them. 2. Credit card everywhere. Have you noticed that it is difficult to find an establishment that does not issue a credit or debit card in Brazil? Even some street vendors, on the beaches or in the streets, already have the technology of card machines. Here in the United States, on the other hand, there is no such facility. Especially because the cards here don't have passwords and, therefore, are much less safe to use. If someone steals your card, for example, there is no barrier to the card being used. Damn, 2 points for them. 3. Online transfers. You know that convenience of making a DOC on your cell phone, without getting off the couch? That doesn't exist here in the United States, probably many people here don't even know what it is. Some bills, like rent, are still paid by checks here, or directly at the bank. And, although some bank agencies allow you to make transfers via the internet, the procedure is much more laborious and takes longer for the transfer to be completed. 3 points for them. 4. Holidays. Throughout the year, Brazil has several holidays and, of course, the so-called feriados, which are holidays that end up being amended, especially if they are close to the weekend. Here in the United States, dear reader, holidays are rare and going out with days off is unthinkable. I wish there were these days off here. 1 more point for them. 5. 30-day vacation. Another impossible thing to happen here in the United States is the 30-day Brazilian vacation. Unless you are in high school and have summer vacations, in any other occupation, vacations are much shorter. Brazil, here I come. 6. Paid maternity leave. Another thing that is much better in Brazil than here in the United States is maternity leave. Brazilian mothers are entitled to at least 120 paid days off work to care for their newborn. Here in the United States, this situation is something that does not exist. The law requires maternity leave for companies with more than 50 people. Even so, the mother is only entitled to 96 days of unpaid leave, that is, the mother does not earn while she is at home taking care of her baby. 7. Election campaign. Although politics is always politics anywhere in the world, what is best about Brazil in relation to the United States is the electoral campaign. Around here, as you know, the campaign period lasts for 3 months and election advertisements on TV are limited. Now, here in the United States, where voting is not even mandatory, the reality is different. The political campaign lasts for up to a year and a half and TV advertisements are not limited in any way. It gets tiring to turn on the TV and the election campaign is on at all times. 8. Smaller and more efficient cars. While in Brazil, the vast majority of cars are smaller, more efficient and less expensive on a day-to-day basis, here in the United States the cars are huge. This generates more maintenance costs, especially for fueling, although the prices of the cars themselves are much more affordable. At this point, Brazil, in my opinion, leaves something to be desired. The cars there are very expensive. 9. Restaurants per kilo. Although in Brazil this type of establishment also receives a name in English, self-service, here this scheme does not exist. Another thing that shocks us Americans is the fact that, in Brazil, there are also restaurants per kilo on the roads. Wow, how easy it is in Brazil. 10. Hygienic shower in the bathroom. While toilet paper ends up in the trash, which isn't exactly toilet stuff, especially if you never empty the bin, Toilet showers don't exist here in the United States. In fact, according to Amigo Gringo, there is not even a word in English to define this type of equipment. Can you believe? In Brazil, this equipment has been around for a long time. My point of view about Brazil after this video starts to change. Congratulations to the Brazilian people and their culture. And then you like the top 10 today? If yes, like the video and subscribe to the channel.